we welcome you back on Rogers Sportsnet, Raps and Clips. Joined alongside with Gord Cutler, Paul Graham, Dan Gladman, and Forbes, Finn Robertson, the Raptors. In Game 2 of 4 games in 5 nights out west, having lost to the Phoenix Suns last night. Let's take a look, Jack, at the starting 5.
Well, you look at the Raptors, Rafael Araujo getting an opportunity again up front, and he'll have his hands full with the front line of Kaman and Brand, physical players for the Clippers.
Did you mention, Jack, Elton Brand? I think so. Elton Brand,
not bad player, Chuck,
is having another great year. 4 straight double-doubles, Jack. During that span, he's averaging 27 points, 11 rebounds.
Well, he's been phenomenal. And again, he's a guy that can change the game, not only from an offensive perspective, but defensively. Those long arms, those big mitts, blocks off his shots, a force inside.
And let's take a look at Jack Armstrong's IBM winning strategies.
Well, first and foremost in our IBM winning strategies, Chuck, offensive execution. The Raptors only shot 12 free throws last night. You've got to take it to your opponent in the paint and get to the basket. Control tempo with your free throw shooting and your execution. Secondly, solid team defense. This is a team that you can't cheat to one guy too much. You got to be good in every spot because the Clippers have weapons everywhere. And then last but not least, improved rebounding. The Raptors won on Sunday because they out-rebounded Miami. Last night, Sean Marion in particular broke their back inside. Close off possessions with the boards and get those second opportunities, Bosh and Villanueva on the glass.
You know, Jack, opponents are shooting only 41% against the Clippers this year. That's best in the NBA. So the Raptors really have to bring the A-game and penetrate, be patient, not take those quick one-and-dones.
You're right. Back end of the shot clock. Good decision-making, execution on the road. You know, I've always been a big believer, Chuck, when you play away from home, your offense is just as important as your defense because it sets the tone for the scenarios in which you do defend. You make shots or take good shots, you're normally going back 5-on-5, and you're not going to get hurt with fast break points.
The Clippers 4-0 at home. They're averaging 15,919. Sam Mitchell, the head coach of the Toronto Raptors, his ball club, winless in 4 road games as they take on the Kings and Warriors at a back-to-back on Friday and Saturday. But he knows what's in front of him against a Clipper ball club that is really hitting their prime with young players that have developed over the years, namely Elton Brand and Corey Maggette. And then you add Mobley. And Mobley to the mix right now in Cassell, and they are playing out of this world, off the charts.
Well, veteran leadership, Chuck, and smart plays. And speaking of a guy who was a very good player in his day, and Mike Dunleavy, excellent coach, and done a real nice job being patient and bringing this team along in a positive fashion.
Well, Chris Bosh last night with 2 key turnovers, and he knew what happened last night. No one really need to explain what developed and transpired late in the 4th quarter with the game on the line with Brian Grant putting the muzzle on him, so to speak. And I think Chris Bosh is so mentally tough and strong, he's going to come out and play a terrific game.
Well, he's got his hands full tonight with Kaman and Brand inside, but you're right. Bosh will respond. He's been terrific, Chuck, in the last 6-7 games, just putting up those double-doubles.
And Elton Brand, 10th in the league in points per game, 7th in the league in field goal percentage, 8th in the league in free throw attempts, 7th in the league in blocks. I mean, this guy is having an MVP all-star type season, and we talked with Jerry Colangelo yesterday, and he's got a tough job in front of him for the U.S. Olympic team, and he should be considered.
Oh, absolutely.
Bosh also is going to get consideration for that team as well.
You know, you got to have young, hungry players, and both Bosh and Brand, young, hungry players. Look at this right here. Bosh, look how young he is and what he's accomplished so far in his career. Look at those players, the names he's up there with. He's doing pretty well, Chuck.
I would think so. And he's the guy the Raptors are certainly going to build around. Still a tender 21 years young in his 3rd year out of Georgia Tech.
You know, in this league, people are ready to anoint guys the next big thing and superstar. Chris Bosh right now is a very good young player with the potential to get to that next level. He's got to keep working at it, but he's going in the right direction. Progress on a yearly basis.
Well, Bosh, the 4th player taken in the 03 draft, the 6th player taken in that draft, Chris Kaman out of Central Michigan. And the player that was sandwiched between 4 and 6, Dwayne Wade of the Miami Heat.
He's decent.
So let's see how the Raptors first go on the attack. With Mike James swinging it to Jalen Rose. Bosh at the free throw line on Kaman. Rimmed out. And there's Hoffa underneath off window.
Remember, Chuck, last year in this building, Hoffa got his first career start, played with a lot of confidence, and sometimes you come into a place, you have a good vibe.
So this is Katina Mobley for three. Weak side rebound off the hands of Kaman, and it's Mo Peterson. Peterson struggled last night against the Phoenix Suns, giving it up to Jalen Rose. Rose putting it on the floor, challenging Cassell with a pull-up. And the board collected by Corey Maggette. What have you seen out of Maggette this year, Jack?
Well, bottom line is he goes to the basket just like this right here. He is so difficult to keep under control. Constant free throw shooter.
Elton Brand a no-go on the baseline. And here come the Raptors with Mike James at the point to Bo Peterson. And they run a play for Bosh on Kaman, a double pump, and he will go to the line shooting two. As Jack mentioned, last night the Raptors went to the stripe 12 times, but 2 of those free throw attempts were technical foul shots. So really, Jack, only 10 free throw attempts in 48 minutes of basketball.
And that's not good. Particularly on the road, you've got to control tempo, allow your defense an opportunity to set up. Bosh so angry with himself not completing that play. But a positive sign. Go inside, get into the second unit of the Clippers, get people in foul trouble.
As Bosh threads the needle, he averaged 17 points, 8 rebounds for the Raptors against the Clippers last year. And Sam Mitchell would love to steal a ball game here in L.A. You know, the Clippers have been reading a lot of, no pun intended, clippings about their success. And you just wonder, taking on a 1-10 ball club.
This is not an easy game. I mean, you look at what happened with Miami on Sunday in Toronto. And, you know, you come in and you play a team and you look at the record, guys are human. And they kind of get into a little comfort zone.
Mobley for three, no, and it's deflected out of bounds by Kaman.
Raptors were zoned that time.
Our first quarter right here on Rogers Sportsnet. Brought to you by Ford. Game since day one. Raptors with a 4-0 lead. Early first quarter, we played 90 seconds. They go to Hoffa. Work it on Elton Brand with a power move inside with a runner. No. Rebound Elton Brand, and the Clippers on the break. It's Katina Mobley.
He traveled.
He sure did.
You know, even though Hoffa missed that shot, Chuck, that was a good move. I mean, he took the ball strong to the basket, challenged Elton Brand. That's a makeable shot for him. I like that. It's an aggressive play. Look at him right here. Face him up. And he takes him strong to the bucket. That's a good move right here, going to the basket. Good extension. Just didn't go. But I'll take that move any day of the week.
Mike James averaging 17 points on the season. Had 13.6 assists against Phoenix last night. They run a play now for Bosh at the high post. Coming off the screen. Rose underneath. Hoffa with a reverse and a score. Rafael Latorojo.
Great spacing in the Raptor offense that time.
And on the other end of the court, Corey Maggette, you can count it. And a foul.
How fast is he, Chuck? You can't celebrate after you score. Got to get back quickly and keep those white shirts in front of you. Corey Maggette just right down the back. Look at this gorgeous back cut right here. Hoffa going to the basket strong. But the Clippers right down the back of the Raptors, and Corey Maggette at the free throw line. Great hustle for number 50, White.
They've got to keep him healthy. He has yet to play in all 82 games during his career.
What a frame that guy's got, Chuck.
Yep. Saw him play high school ball in Chicago, then went to Duke. Had a brief cup of coffee for Mike Krzyzewski.
Yep.
And one of the all-time great trades on draft day with Maggette going to Orlando in a deal with Seattle for Horace Grant. And we're not talking the Horace Grant of the early 90s.
Exactly. As you said, not your father's Clippers, not your father's Horace Grant either.
Here's James. Peterson whips it in front to Rose. Mike James scissoring inside with a runner. Off the hands of Kaman. Bosh took it away. And here's Hoffa from 15.
Excellent. Excellent. Great hustle by Bosh. He just took that from Kaman. And Hoffa again. Just good body language from him tonight, Chuck. Playing loose, assertive. Gotta love it.
And they go underneath. Chris Kaman using the left hand and scoring.
Too easy.
I like his game.
Yeah, he's going to be a good player.
Yep.
Now, you can tell there's an obvious drop-off between the 5th pick Wade and him, but he'll be a solid play. Good screen usage that time. Mo Pete, catch and shoot.
And the Raptors have come out smoking, shooting 50% here in the quarter, and they lead the Clippers by 5.
Raps a little zone again, Chuck.
Brand working on Hoffa. Well, paint shot is good. Elton Brand.
So tough in there. Sweet touch, shooting close to 60% on the season.
And that ranks him 7th in the NBA. Alonzo Mourning is number 1. Here's James. Jalen Rose, the pitch. James, a good look for 3. And you can ring it up from downtown Richmond Hill. It goes out to Varen Kristen.
Great setup by Jalen Rose that time. Raptors terrific spacing in their offense. Little draw and kick.
Came in again, had the ball slapped out of his hands. And it's a 2-on-2. Rose and Peterson. Rose to the rim. Short. Rose with the offensive rebound. And here's Mike James.
Jalen got away with a walk that
sure
time.
Did. And now at a switch, Rose is picked up by Kamen. Comes up firing way off the mark.
You got to take that guy off the bounce. You got a mismatch. You can't settle for a jumper.
Cassell thought he got fouled, and now Joe DeRosa has called
Maggette.
Foul on Corey Maggette.
Cassell trying to draw that foul, a little pump fake. Crafty veteran trying to make that play. It didn't happen. I mean, you talk about the puncher to counter puncher tonight. The Raptors really coming out playing aggressive ball. There's a foul right there on Maggette.
Peterson from the elbow. Bam! Mo Peterson. And the Raptors now 6 of 12 to start the ball game, and they lead 15-7.
When they can make their jumpers, they're a good team. And again, excellent spacing. Raptors doing a wonderful job at the draw and kick game, getting clean looks.
So we're going to take a break on Rogers Sportsnet. Raptors by 8 first quarter. And welcome back. Chuck Swirsky, Jack Armstrong, Normal Rick, our Gatorade Game X Factor. Tonight I took Chris Kamen of the Clips, and Jack, you selected the Red Rocket, Matt Bonner.
The Red Rocket shooting the ball exceptionally well last night in Phoenix, starting to play with a little confidence. And Chuck, you like Kamen. He's coming along this year.
So we'll see how it develops during the course of the ball game. With the Raptors, their biggest lead at 8. There you see Matt Bonner.
R-squared, Red Rocket.
Sam Mitchell told reporters prior to the ball game he's going to start tightening up that rotation, Jack. Probably go to about a 8 or 9 man rotation. Bonner, of course, is a player in that scheme.
Well, obviously, I think when you're 1-10, you're trying to search for answers. Sometimes you go deeper in your bench, and then after a while, you figure out what you like and you don't like, and you tighten it up.
Here is Mobley from 19. Tino Mobley came over as a free agent.
Raps was zone again that time, Chuck. Good ball movement, got a clean look out of the timeout. You come out of a timeout as a coach, you got to have a man play and a zone play. They were organized.
Bosh working on Elton Brand on the baseline. The pitch, James, catch and shoot. Rim, rebound came in. We have 6:37 in running first quarter. Raptors by 6. Mobley again blows past a couple of Raptors. The open man is Cassell.
Dribble penetration against the zone and go opposite of where you drive it. You get a clean look. Perfect guard play, Mobley, Cassell.
All right, next trip down the court then, Jack. Tell us what adjustments the Raptors are going to have to make defensively as the Raptors now working against the Clipper D with 10 on the clock as we near the 6-minute mark here in Los Angeles.
Either change up to your man or you got to do a better job controlling the dribbler on the perimeter.
Here is James with a floater in the lane. Mike James.
Sam Mitchell, I apologize, calling man-to-man defense now. Changing it up.
Brand bumped by Hoffa. The hook shot won't fall, and it's Bosh delivering the pass to Peterson.
Good job by Hoffa that time. A little nudge, get him off balance.
Rose against Mobley, not known as a good defender. And here's Hoffa rejected. Clippers on a 4-on-3. Cassell with a pull-up. Look at it.
He's such a good mid-range shooter, Chuck. Outstanding at those elbows. Takes what the defense gives him. Look at Sam right now, barking out instructions, getting his squad fired up.
17-13 Raptors. We're going to have a timeout.
You know, Clippers responded after that Mike Dunleavy timeout. The Raptors are going to have to do the same thing for Sam Mitchell.
We'll return in a moment from Los Angeles, right here on Rogers Sports Center. First quarter action here in Los Angeles with Raps and Clips. Our four fusion create a reaction. Jack, I want to get your reaction now. You got Graham, Villanueva, and Rafael Araujo. And we'll come back and mention this quote, but you know what? 21 is 21.
He's a quiet kid. I'm a quiet kid. He's 21. I'm 21. I have a championship ring. He doesn't. Figure it out. Who spelled doesn't there? I don't know about that, Chuck.
Well, I'll tell you what. Sam Cassell, yeah, and you look at Sam Cassell. The moment the Raptors called the timeout, Cassell went to every player on the court.
Everybody's grill he was in.
I mean, you talk about an animated player. Sam Cassell is one of those guys, folks, that he has a shelf life of about 2.5 years with one club.
He's like the Billy Martin of point guards, Chuck.
And then he's always trying to rework his contract. He's like you. Where's Rogers Sports now? Get him on line one. Here is Rose, and then up and under, and did he walk? Yes, he did.
Good defense that time by Mobley. He's sticking right with Jalen. Not biting on that primary move.
So it's Clipper ball. It's 17-13 Toronto. The Clippers no longer, as Jack mentioned, taking a back seat to the Lakers in this town. Lakers are 4-6. And it's Brand bumping away with Bosh deep in the paint. He got away with a walk.
Tough shot, Chuck. I mean, Bosh is long and lanky. And Brand just elevated with those long arms, shot it over him.
Here is Peterson to the rim. Peterson with a fly.
Chuck, he's so good at that. On that curl, his ability to fly through and finish.
Elton Brand counting the first. He turned on the burners. Losing 20 pounds in the offseason. We would never have seen that move in previous years.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I mean, I turn to you and pop my eyes open like, oh my goodness, did I just see what I just saw? Elton Brand. How about that? Right in your living room. I mean, just running the floor with reckless abandon.
Bosh commits the foul. Here is Brand at the free throw line, shooting 74%. Clippers #1 in the association in that department at 81.
Well, you add Cassell and Mobley. They're both terrific free throw shooters. You know, you lose that 20 pounds, you get that second and third effort in your game, Chuck, and your self-esteem so much higher.
There is Villanueva on the floor with a nice dish to Bosh. Hit-and-tainted slam. Charlie B dropping a dime.
Isn't he a wonderful passer, Chuck? He's so creative when he puts the ball on the deck in the lane, finds his fellow big.
Now they clear the shot from Maggette. Rejected by Villanueva. Maggette ate some Spalding. Down the floor. Charlie B lost it, regained, and a layup.
Oh, man, 4-on-1 break for the men in the red shirts. You gotta cash in.
It's 21-17 Raptors. Cassell. You know Sam Cassell to get in the zone. In the first quarter, he has 6.
That's almost like a turnover. 2 you didn't get, 2 they got. Big possession right here, Chuck. Don't let the momentum get away from you.
Jack, you're talking hockey now, plus minus.
I'm not that smart.
Here's Rose on Cassell. Triple pump. Ball goes through the legs of James as he recovers. 3 on the clock. Rose has got to hurry. Shot blocked from behind by Kamen. Who are they going to give this to?
Well, the thing I like is that both Villanueva and Bosh on the offensive glass.
And they go again, low block with a curl, Elton Brand, and he is fouled. Well, you knew what you were getting into when Elton Brand is on the floor challenging the rookie Charlie Villanueva and Chris Bosh. Elton Brand, the #1 pick in the NBA draft back in '99.
You know what, Chuck? And he's played on 2 losing teams, the Bulls and the Clippers. But I wouldn't look at him and say this guy has a losing personality as a player. I think he just hasn't been supported properly with a good supporting cast. Jalen checking out, Joey Graham checking in. I mean, I think he defines all the good you want in a player. And he just brings the intensity every night. Rebound, block shots, scores, back to the bucket, facing up the whole bit. I love him. Take him on my team any day of the week.
Let's see how the Raptors now operate. And it's Peterson. Got it! From the wing, Mo Pete. He's got the mojo going 4 for 4 from the floor. He's got 8 points, and the Raptors lead by 5.
Good pitch ahead that time by Mike James, and Mo Pete recognizing a breakdown in the transition D. Clean look, nails it.
And Cassell fouled out in front by Mike James. Well, with James committing his first with 5 points and 3 assists, Jose Calderon has come in now for James. And Sam Mitchell discussing his thoughts on Jose prior to the ball game about just making sure to learn the intricacies of playing the point. He says it's a very difficult position. Jose is doing the best he can under difficult circumstances as a rookie.
He is a point, though, and he is figuring it out pretty well. I mean, there's going to be these moments, but good job that time by Bosh. Taking the charge, recognizing McGetty cutting to the basket. Bosh stepping in. Watch him right here. The alert play. Perfect play, giving Joey Graham some assistance on the baseline.
And now McGetty with his second. And Quentin Ross has come into the ball game. He has been bothered by back spasms, inactive the past 2 games.
He does a nice job for them, keeping the ball moving in their offense, unselfish.
Bosh up top to Calderon, 9 on the clock. Here's Jose getting a high ball screen, pull it away, the left unattended. Nope, long board comes out to Jose with a fresh shot clock at 24.
You talk about intricacies of point guard, though, Chuck. I think this kid's played pretty well as a rookie.
A gorgeous reverse, CB4. Raptors by 7. Here's Cassell. Very difficult scoop pass and knocked out of bounds by Toronto. In a game of runs here in the first quarter, there's McGetty looking on after picking up his second.
Look at Bosh, Chuck. Just turning the corner. Gaiman just does not have the quickness to deal with him whatsoever. That is the right move for Chris Bosh. You have the advantage, take advantage.
Daniel Ewing now on the floor. The rookie out of Duke, the 6'3 guard. Ross to Brand. And a block. Comes up shooting. Line draw. No mark on that one. Elton Brand in the first quarter with 9.
3 red shirts around him, Chuck.
So Calderon receives a play from head coach Sam Mitchell. Let's see what the Raptors run here. Villanueva 4-3. Bam! Another nylon. Charlie Villanueva. The big smooth delivering here at the Staples.
Don't give him that name. I don't like that name, Chuck, because then he starts thinking like a finesse player. I want him to be called like Rocky or Nails or something like that.
Here's Kamen.
I don't want to hear it.
Well, the fans suggested.
I don't want to hear that. That's not part of my makeup. I don't want to hear smooth.
But it's not your game.
I don't want him
Villanueva.
thinking that way. I want him thinking like he's tough and nasty, man.
Here is Calderon. And here is Bosh. Nope. And they're going to give the ball to the Clips. 30-24 Toronto. With 36 seconds remaining. Mike Dunleavy, a former NBA player. And there is Sam Mitchell.
Mike coached the other team in town here as well, the Lakers, for 2 years.
Took that team to the finals in '91, losing to Jordan and Pippen and the Bulls. And here's Elton Brand with a runner. No. Rebound Villanueva.
Good tough post-D inside.
As the Raptors will go for the final shot here of the quarter. Leading by 6.
Played a very good quarter, Chuck.
Yep. They are shooting 50%. Here's Calderon. Graham has to force it up. Nope. Loose on the floor. It's Graham again. Good if it goes. And at the end of the quarter, 30-24 Toronto.
Raptors playing with a lot of energy, doing a great job sharing the ball in their offense. Positive first quarter.
It's played a 5 first quarter as they lead by 6. Joined by Norma Wick and the coach Shaq Armstrong. This is Chuck Swirsky, our speed stick 5-minute first quarter stats.
Well, Chuck, the thing that stands out to me, Raptors shot a high percentage. Look at the offensive board. 7 of the 14 rebounds for the Raptors on the offensive glass and 10 assists, moving the rock beautifully.
Norma?
I was talking to Chris Bosh pregame, crunching some numbers. When he has a double-double, 22 points, 12.5 rebounds. He's averaging 5 offensive boards. In the 3 games where he doesn't have a double-double, he's barely gotten an offensive rebound. Same story for Charlie. He's averaging 19 points, 9.5 rebounds when he has 4 offensive boards, 5 and 5 when he's not. So obviously, hitting the glass offensively really important for the Raptors.
Great point, Norma. I mean, that says it all. I mean, when Bosh and Villanueva are real aggressive attacking that offensive glass, their game gets to another level, Chuck.
And it's a 30-26 ball game with Villanueva and a pull-up. And it's Katina Mobley.
This offensive rebounding, it's a pass to yourself. Go get it. Don't assume a miss. Just keep after it. Good things happen.
The shot clock is frozen, Jack, at 24. I mean, the shot clock is not moving. And now we're going to go to Nissan, brought to you by Nissan, our second quarter.
The shot clock has frozen up. Chuck, you were right on that. I like how you're so involved in the game. Every respect.
Well, Joe DeRosa, Jim Capers, this is a terrific crew. They're a great crew with Joe DeRosa, James Capers, and Matt Boland. Capers wearing number 19. There's Joe DeRosa, number 14. DeRosa was an outstanding athlete in the state of Ohio. As you look at Mike Dunleavy, there's Joe DeRosa from Canton, Ohio. James Capers, his father, Jim Capers, was a longtime NBA official, as Sam Mitchell. Has to enjoy what Rafael Araujo brought to the dance in the first quarter.
Well, Hoffa's played very well and comfortable, too. Remember, I made the point earlier. He had a good experience here last year. Got an opportunity to start in L.A. and played well. And tonight, I just like how he's playing with tremendous confidence, shooting the ball, not hesitating, being aggressive. And I said this in the beginning of the year. I really strongly felt he would play better away from Toronto than he would at home.
And the reason?
I think the fans are way too tough on him. Again, it's not his fault. He was the 8th pick in the draft. He's trying the best that he can. He's not a superstar player. He's a lunch pail, blue-collar, role player type of player. Appreciate what he can do rather than what he can't do. Because there's more things that he can bring to the table from a blue-collar perspective if he just gets his opportunity to play and buys into the little things he can.
As James Capers discussing the situation with the clock with Mike Dunleavy, at least it appears, getting back to Hoffa for a moment, Jack, that Hoffa is in the starting lineup. You know, Sam Mitchell was tweaking different guys. Was it going to be Bonner? Is it going to be Aaron Williams? And Hoffa, at least for now, is a starter.
Yeah, and I think that helps his confidence. Obviously, matchups will dictate how many minutes he plays. When he plays against an elusive, athletic 5, he's going to have his tough nights.
Calderon puts it on the floor. Villanueva with a floater. Charlie Villanueva now with the ball. Big ball playing the key.
That was a sweet move that time by Villanueva off the bounce. Here's Matt Bonner checking in. Shot it well last night in Phoenix, Chuck.
So the 3-second key violation on the part of the Toronto Raptors as the Clippers look to tie it up here. Elton Brand working against Matt Bonner. Double team shades over in the right corner. Ewing swings it. Mobley. Long ball. Run down by Ross. You got to hit that ball, Jack.
Well, Raptors have to do a better job scrambling out of the doubles. They scramble double Brand, but they got to get out of that quickly.
Ewing.
Missed shot, you give up an offensive rebound, and then they break you back. You got to close possessions with the defensive board. I made that point earlier.
It's a 30-30 ball game. Villanueva working on Zuko Rawacha, and the mid-range jumper is good for Charlie V, who has 7.
Good ball skills. I mean, he just has such an awareness, Chuck, when he catches the ball of what he can and can't do with it. Gets to the open spot, elevates, sweet touch.
This is Mobley now. Swings it. Nice bounce past the entry to Rawacha.
Too easy, the ball got right inside to him. Charlie V playing behind him, Rawacha, sweet touch.
Rights once held by the Raptors over Rawacha.
Yep.
ball knocked out of his hands. And we have 12 on the clock. The lineup going with Villanueva, James, Calderon, Bonner, and Graham. And Joey will inbound underneath his own bucket. This is Mike James off the dribble.
Not a great shot out of the inbound play there, Chuck.
Starting backcourt of James and Rose, a combined 2 for 10. And here's Mobley line to the lane. Matt Boland, the official, has called a foul against the Toronto Raptors.
And the positive is the Raptors are tied. I mean, they're not getting great play of their backcourt, but they're big people doing it.
We'll return in a moment. Tied at 32, second quarter in LA.
There in terms of personnel. There's Chuck. Did you wear one of those things when you were a kid?
In my younger days.
Back in your wild days growing up in Seattle.
Don't forget, Don Taylor, Rogers Sportsnet News, Leafs Bruins highlights. TO decision.
Thank goodness they shut him down.
On the move to the New York
the
Mets.
They got money to burn.
And James Capers called a foul off the ball with Graham on Mobley. And for Joey Graham, that's going to be his second. So 14 on the clock. Raptors led by as many as 8 points in the first quarter. What do you think of the Clippers bench, Jack?
I think they're limited until they get Sean Livingston back and move everyone down a peg. They can get exposed, particularly as they play back-to-backs and fatigue becomes a factor. Older backcourt as well.
Adams for the rebound.
And I don't think Cassell can play a ton of minutes every night for you for a long season.
Ross with the step back. Too strong. Rabracha, who's done a terrific job on the boards for the Clippers this quarter.
They're eating minutes right now, though, for Mike Dunleavy. Just keep it close, play hard.
And now Wilcox is fouled by Villanueva. I got to ask you
about... He's an enigma, that guy.
Well, I want to talk about Wilcox, Jack, because I keep waiting for him. I saw him at Maryland. I thought he was going to be a terrific player.
Me too.
Great body. And it just hasn't happened. Why?
It hasn't happened. I think work habits have been an issue. And I think just his consistency in terms of effort when he's out there on the floor. The guy can rebound. He's got good post moves, but he's got to learn to bring it every night, and more importantly, every day to practice and not get in the doghouse.
See, Wilcox should be able to take Bonner. Lenny Hook, no.
Bonner stood his ground, though, Chuck.
Sure did.
Pretty decent D there.
Here's James, and across the floor, Matt Boland has called a foul on Katina Mobley.
I was talking to Mike Dunleavy before, and he was shaking his head. He goes, what a great trade for the Raptors, getting Mike James. Houston Rockets, they got Yao Ming. Guy sees a lot of doubles. And they trade away Mike James, a guy who sticks shots. But it's been Toronto's game getting Mike James. He's been a wonderful addition. And I like the combo, he and Calderon on the backcourt.
Charlie Villanueva, contact with Maggette, who's playing with 2 fouls, and Charlie V lighting it up. The only Raptor reserve to score. He has 9.
Calderon, though, driving with an awareness of what he wanted to do off the bounce. He set up Charlie V beautifully.
This is Maggette with a pump. Maggette loops a pass now to Rabracha, the 7-footer, with an up and out.
Yep, good call. Good job by Charlie V, staying locked in on that primary move. Good minutes for Charlie Villanueva. Look at him right here. He reads the penetration by Calderon beautifully. Catches, sweet touch inside. And now Chris Bosh in the game for Charlie V. Terrific minutes off the bench.
Looked like after making that last field goal. And here is Bonner for 3. Matt Bonner with a tray. The Raptors are shooting in this ball game 43% behind the arc.
Red Rocket shooting over 50% on the season from 3, so he's starting to get into his groove again, Chuck.
And the Raptors again with a 5-point lead. And it's Maggette working against the rookie Graham, the 17-footer.
Graham's got to get up into him a little bit more. Joey Graham's been a little passive, Chuck, in my opinion. He's got to be a little bit more in-your-face type defender and challenge people.
Now James angles off left. Again, Bonner for 3. Get off the umbrella, coach. It's raining trays here in the City of Angels. Matt Bonner with back-to-back 3 balls.
Great spacing and deployment by the Raptors. Pick and pop. Clippers, you cannot leave that guy open. He will break you back. Excellent open shooter.
Again, they run a play for Maggette on Graham. They go underneath and stolen away by Calderon. On the runway, Graham on a 2-on-2. And it got stripped out of his hands, out of bounds by Ross. Raptor ball. There's Charlie V. Looks like he's putting an ice pack on that leg.
Joey Graham, ball skills. Got to be able to make a play with the bounce in the open floor like that.
And Bonner put it on the floor and turned it over. Down the court, it's Maggette in a pull-up. I don't like that shot selection.
No, not at all. Quick in the shot clock. Here comes Jose right back at him.
Bonner for 3. And Graham with an offensive rebound. They're going to call a loose ball foul on Joey Graham. That's his 3rd.
What? You know what? I'll take that foul, Chuck, because he's doing the right thing. He's getting on the glass, making a play of aggression.
Well, we'll be back in a moment. Matt Bonner lighting it up here in L.A. The Clipper girls entertaining.
I love it here in L.A., Chuck. There we go.
And let's go to our Vector Viewpoint. All you have to do is log on, Raptors.com. Here's Roy in Vancouver. Clippers are going to be in the playoffs this year. They have a solid group of veterans, good young guys. Looks like the power has shifted to the other LA team.
Roy's on his game. I agree with him. I think the Lakers are...
You think this is a playoff team, the Clips?
You know what? Let me say this. A year ago I said that if they were in the Eastern Conference, there'd be no question they'd be a playoff team. Now I think the Western Conference is weaker, and I think they're definitely, in this conference now, capable of being a playoff team.
But will they be in the playoffs?
I think they will be. I'll be disappointed if they're not, particularly if they get Sean Livingston back and they stay healthy. They should be.
Cassell forced up a 15-footer. Sam Cassell.
But he can't log. This guy can't log 42 minutes a night because he won't last, Cassell. That's why they need Livingston back, and they might have to make a move in season and upgrade the second unit.
Mike James taking it strong on Rabracha right at his chest. And Mike James will shoot 2. Raptors have played a solid first half here in the second game of a back-to-back.
They've had great spacing in their offense. Very cohesive, Chuck. The Raptors have gotten better. We saw it last Friday night in Boston for at least decent stretches, and then Sunday in crunch time against Miami, stretches last night where they executed their stuff. There was better roll definition, better ball movement, shot selection was better. And when you're on the road, you've got to do those things to not only stay close, but to win.
42-36, Toronto. Maggette. He is really good.
I was about to say, what the? Nice shot. You know, like saying early in the shot clock, what's this guy thinking, jacking it up?
It's Mike James to Bosh. Pops, and a late whistle and a foul, and he will shoot 2.
Bosh got a fortunate break that time. He caught it and could have taken it right over Cassell on the catch. He hesitated. Look at this pass right here. Instead of just taking it right, recognizes where the double's coming from. Good recognition. Patient play.
As Bosh goes to the free throw line, Elton Brand has returned for Mike Dunleavy's team. Brand played 15 minutes, has 11 points, 4 boards, and 3 assists.
Mike Dunleavy can't be happy with the intensity level his team's playing with tonight, Chuck. I think they already had this game in the win column. You know what I'm saying? Body language in terms of how they approach this game. You know, reading their press clippings, 8-2. Schedule gets tougher after tonight. And the Raptors have taken advantage.
After tonight's game, the Clippers play Denver on Friday. Also, games coming up with Indiana, a back-to-back with Cleveland. They play Minnesota.
Miami. Big Shaq Daddy, I'm sure he'll be back by then.
And all the way down the floor, about 75 feet away, as Sam Cassell was bringing the ball three-quarter court. Mike James has picked up a foul.
They got locked. Let's see here. Whoa.
Wow. What was that about?
Chuck, if I had the answer, I'd tell you. I really don't understand that one whatsoever.
Unless that's been an ongoing situation, maybe a little smack talk and maybe some off the ball activity, but
So I guess Mike and Catino aren't going to exchange Christmas cards.
I don't think so. And that's where you got to keep your composure. I mean, the Raptors need Mike James on the floor.
Yep.
Charlie Villanueva, he still has that towel and I presume an ice pack underneath that towel on his shin or that foot area. It's a 3-point Raptor lead.
Clippers in the zone, Chuck, this time.
Here is James. The pitch. Rhodes, who's 0 for 5, the 17-footer. Weak side rebound, Peterson. And Mo is 4 for 4. And Bonner's been lethal for 3-point range, and that's his third and a half.
Great job by Mike James. Again, out of the traffic, just finding the open teammate.
And now Corey Maggette.
Unforced turnover.
Yeah. And
Palmed it.
And the turnovers now for the Clippers, that's going to be number 7.
Yep. Raptors only with 3, Chuck.
James with a wicked crossover. Peterson knifing inside to the cup. Rejected. And then Bosh picks it up off the floor. And he lays it down.
How bad do you want it, Chuck? The Raptors just totally outplaying the Clippers here in their home court.
It's an 8-point Raptor lead on the road, where the Raptors are winless on opposing courts. Maggette comes off the screen. Corey Maggette.
Quick shot, catch and shoot.
He has 9 points. Also playing with 2 personal fouls. The Raptors would love to get him saddled with his third late in the half. Now Wilcox with a foul. He's getting a little physical out here,
Yep.
Jack.
I like it.
I mean, this is the building for the LA Kings, is it not?
You're correct. We saw the Chicago Blackhawks are staying at our hotel, Chuck. They're playing here on Saturday. What a nice extended vacation, a few days off in LA.
Mike James rimmed out. He will shoot 2. The hockey teams are following the Raptors around. We were in Phoenix and the Anaheim Mighty Ducks. And we saw Timo Solani. Brian Burke, the general manager, was at the hotel.
There's Mike James right there, going to the bucket strong. And Brian Burke, one of my favorite guys to listen to on the radio, Chuck. He is so candid. And a lot of GMs that kind of just play the political game. He lets it all out there.
Yeah, he does.
He does not mince his words. Straight shooter.
Probably why he's not in Vancouver anymore. All right, it's 50-42 Raptors. But you're right, Jack. I'm a big Brian Burke fan. I like him. I think he certainly is a very good hockey man, yeah? Good for this market, too, in L.A., where it's really not necessarily on the map as far as hockey's concerned. Brand giving it up to Maggette. And he lost the handle.
He's been way too nonchalant.
Raptors are trying to, once again, extending, or hope to, their lead. Bonner, Peterson, quick catch and shoot. Got it! Oh, the Raptors are on fire, folks, here in L.A.
Great ball movement. Quick swing by Bonner to Mo Pete. Clean look. Team play.
Here's Cassell with a forced-up jack. Tip, no. Rebound, Rose. And the Raptors on a break. Down the floor, it's James. James.
Good decision. Pull it out, settle down, run your offense. Great job, Mike James.
Bosh really looking for the ball. He really wants to work on Brand. Let's see if he gets a touch. And they call a block on Cassell.
You know, that's why you want experienced point guards. Mike James could have got crazy and caught up in the moment. Raptors on a run. Pulls it out. Positive possession. Good leadership.
It's all Toronto Raptors basketball here in L.A. Our President's Choice Raptors basketball, our next 3 games. Friday will be in Sacramento on TSN. And then Saturday at Golden State on the Score. In fact, the Score has the Golden State Warriors and the Dallas Mavericks. So hope you can enjoy Raptors basketball on our television network. Certainly hope to see you Monday at the Air Canada Center for Dirk Nowitzki in the only appearance of the season for Dallas. And a little pizza play of the half.
Well, the Raptors, Chuck, just getting after it, coming up with those loose ball opportunities. Chris Bosh taking it with fierce determination inside. Watch it again. CB4, Chris Wilcox, where are you going, big fella? CB4, Raptors 13, second chance points so far, 9 offensive boards. Big difference, and that young man right there. And another solid performance for the men in red.
Raptors eating a lot of glass on the offensive window. 10 offensive rebounds tonight as Jalen Rose at the free throw line.
I just said that. You're repeating yourself.
Yep. And the Raptors shooting 50% for Sam Mitchell. Over 60% for the Clippers, and yet they are trailing in this ball game 54-42.
The turnovers have been an issue. The Raptors done a great job cashing in 12 points off 8 Clipper turnovers.
Clippers have allowed only 94 points a game, and for the first time they've given up 54. And Jack, you're right. I mean, LA is flat. And the Raptors really can get this game tonight. Winnable game last night against Phoenix. And Mike James, the ball just...
That's a tough shot. I mean,
came out of his hands.
I love Mike's fierce determination. That was one that he probably want back. He's trying to take it too much at an organized defense inside there.
It's important, Jack, you finish the last 2 minutes strong here.
Great point, Chuck. Because it really sets the tone for momentum and your tone as a coach in the locker room, because in spite of you want to look at the whole half collectively, a lot of times that bitter taste the last minute or two affects your tone.
Well, he came and missed an easy chippy. He doesn't get many touches to begin with. There's Bosh on Kamen. Got tied up. It's Brand to Cassell. Now he's got McGetty open on the wing. Cassell elects to pull up and score.
How good is he at that? Again, that pull-up 15-footer takes what the defense gives him. Wily old pro.
54-46 Raptors.
Big closeout possessions here. Good timeout here for Sam Mitchell. Chuck, I couldn't agree more right now. 121, forget about taking the timeout to the locker room with you. Talk a little bit to Chris Bosh about taking the ball through the nostrils of Kamen in there. Take it aggressively and finish this half in a positive fashion.
Let's take a look at our Nissan shift of the half. And let's go to the big spoon. Charlie V.
Charlie V isn't vicious. Breaking him down, doing so many things. Creative inside. Can knock down the Jimmy. Look at him putting it to the deck. Sweet touch. Charlie V off the bench. And don't give me that smooth stuff, Chuck.
Well, Jack, we're going for it, buddy.
Nails.
Whether you like it or not. And Villanueva with 9 on 4 and 7 from the floor. So let's see what the Raptors call now. During the timeout, there's a good look at Charlie V. Raptors going with Bosh, Calderon, Bonner, and Rose. Jalen inbounding to Chris Bosh, working on Kamen. Strong move to the hoop. Right off window, pops it out.
Hey, little words of encouragement from Sam Mitchell saying, take the ball at that dude.
Bosh with 11. Raptors by 10 with a buck. 7 to play. McGetty for 3. You got to be kidding me.
What is this guy thinking? 2 on first turnovers. Crazy shot.
I think Mike Dunleavy's going to light up that locker room at halftime.
He should.
Screen and roll. And Calderon is foul.
This is a test of the professionalism of the Clippers, too. If you're talking big and you're talking about being a playoff team, and no offense to the Raptors whatsoever, they're 1-10. You have got to play with a lot more competitive pride, and you got to be respectful of your teammates. What is McGetty thinking taking that shot? And he's not thinking about winning. He's thinking about himself.
There's a look at Corey McGetty after a brief conversation with his head coach. Meantime, Calderon, now at the line after draining 2, is 17 of 21 on the season. Raptors would love to get him more looks at the line, Jack. It's a 12-point Raptor lead with 41 seconds remaining. Brand, who's been fabulous again under the house. That's a big-time move.
Oh, boy, I mean, off the bounce, elusive.
He's got 15.
Not like Matt Bond didn't try hard on that. He just went right by him. Beautiful ball movement.
Brand, down the floor. Cassell, 3-on-1. Cassell, he's going to bring it out. I'm surprised he didn't go to the cup.
Maggette was the guy on the left there. I don't think he wanted to give him the ball, quite frankly, Chuck. He's like, forget this guy.
Here's Brand again. Stops, pops, rim, out.
Good team D that time.
Raps go into the break, leading by 10, scoring 58 first-half points.
Take credit, give credit to the men in the red shirts. They have totally outplayed the Clippers here in the first half.
All right, so the Raptors with their largest lead of the season at the half. We'll return in a moment.
The LA Clippers undefeated at the Staples Center so far this season, but the Raptors have a 10-point lead at the half. I'm with assistant coach Jim Todd. Jim, how do you hang on to it?
Not really sure, but I'll tell you what, we thought we were doing a pretty good job on defense, and all of a sudden we see the stats at halftime. They shot like 60%. So, you know, right now we're trying to get more shots up. If we can stay on that, maybe get 88 to 90 shots up and shoot over 45%, I'll rebound them. We think we have a chance to win it. We're playing as well as we can play. We haven't played a good half as that all year. We scored 30 points, I think, in the first quarter, which is, I think that's our best first quarter. So we're pretty happy right now. We'll see if we can get the next 24 minutes.
All right, best of luck.
All right, thanks.
All right, Corey Maggette with just 9 points in the first half. Don't expect him to be quiet for the whole game. Chuck?
That you're absolutely right. And look for Chris Bosh to continue to exploit the Clippers inside with 11 first-half points to go along with 5 rebounds, Jack. Our IBM winning strategies for the second half.
IBM winning strategies. Offensive execution, Chuck. They've done a great job here on the road in the first half. 6 of 12 from 3, 16 assists, moving the ball beautifully, 12 free throw attempts. Secondly, solid team defense. They've given up close to 60%, but they forced 8 turnovers, and they're scoring off those miscues. And last but not least, improved rebounding. The Raptors have given up only 2 offensive boards from the Clippers, and they're out-rebounding by 7. Big story is Elton Brand right there. A load to deal with, 15 points in the first half.
President's Choice first half stats is the Clippers turned it over 8 times, leading to 12 Toronto points. They went to the free throw line only 6 times and did not make it 3.
Well, the Raptors shooting the ball exceptionally well from three-point range. Their deployment has been terrific. Great spacing, making the extra pass, and really being unselfish, giving up the good shot to get the great shot. The one negative, Chuck, first half, Jalen Rose, 0 for 7 in 15 minutes, only 1 point.
Clipper basketball with Cassell, who played 16 first half minutes, 10 points, 4 assists. Brand got off to a great start and has never let up. They run a play for Kamen, double on the ball, putting it on the floor with a spin, and the layup is good.
Good play call, Chuck, out of the timeout. Go inside, establish a power game early. High percentage shots, makes sense.
Bosh, and it's his turn to work on Kamen. And the jump pass blocked. And it's Cassell. He's got Maggette open on one wing. He's got Mobley on the other. Katina Mobley, bucket. 3 balls.
If I'm Sam Mitchell, I don't hesitate to call a quick timeout. Don't allow momentum to shift and allow this crowd the Raptors have kept out of the game get back into it.
Now, do you go right back to Bosh here?
I think you just got to execute your stuff in your half-court offense. Nothing specific.
Hoffa working on Elton Brand. Good.
They go 2-man game with Jalen and Hoffa, but again, they go inside, get a high percentage shot. Nothing fancy. Go inside. Boy,
I'll tell you what, there must be something going on West Coast style when Rafael Aderujo plays at opposing courts. 3-second defensive violation, played well a year ago out west in late December.
Well, I said, what happens? You have a positive vibe about a building, and you know, a nice move right there. Just turned and took the shot. I really believe that, Chuck. There are certain buildings where, you know, players in other sports, they go to a certain place and, you know, they have positive vibes from what took place prior to that, and they come in and they just play well.
Sam Cassell. You know what? I've seen Sam Cassell play since his days as a junior college player in Baltimore before going to Florida State. This guy was born to be a baller, Jack. He has such a quick release, doesn't he?
He does. That was a tough shot. Mike James almost like trying to respond to what Sam Cassell did. Can't do that.
Cassell shakes.
I would have tore the house down if he did that.
It's a 4-point Raptor lead. Peterson, who had a brilliant first half. Rose still looking to get something going. 0 for 7 in the ball game. Bosh, foul line left. Works it with James to the rim. Our third quarter brought to you by Hyundai, and this will send the Clips to the line. Corey Maggette with 34 free throws in the past 3 games coming into tonight. Jalen Rose with a foul.
Good timeout here by Sam Mitchell. Momentum swung. Don't allow it to go any further.
Regroup. Raptors ball from Staples in Los Angeles. A day off tomorrow for the Raptors, and then a back-to-back with the Kings and the Golden State Warriors.
They got their hands full on this trip, but you know what? It doesn't mean anything right now. Those 2 guys have been highly productive here. Mo Pete, Chris Bosh, combined 22 points, shooting a high percentage. And the Raptors, in general, Chuck, as a unit, doing a great job moving the ball.
Jack, let me ask you about Mo Peterson. I get a ton of emails about Mo Pete. And the fan base in Toronto, they love him because he's outgoing, he's involved in the community. But more often than not, one of the biggest questions the fans have about Mo Pete is, how can he play so well on a Tuesday and struggle the next game?
Well, I think a lot of it has to do with his shot selection. When he takes good high percentage shots, he plays well. When he allows the game to come to him rather than forcing himself on the game, and when he does a great job moving without the ball to set himself up on those little curl shots, when he allows the clean looks to come his way from ball movement in the offense rather than forcing contested threes, and when he's aggressive going to the basket, again, good things start to happen.
Raptors coming back on the floor. There's Rafael Araujo and Mo Pete getting some words of encouragement and direction from assistant coach Alex English.
You can't shoot a high percentage, Chuck, when you shoot contested shots. And the Toronto Maple Leafs next Monday play the Florida Panthers. Panthers are struggling this year, Chuck.
Yeah, they're great.
Great one.
And Marcel Dion.
And
this is what I'm hoping. Whoever runs the LA Kings, go back to those purple and gold jerseys. I love those jerseys. Rogi Vachon.
Rogi Vachon.
Really, I'm serious. I love those jerseys with the king, the crown on the jersey.
Remember, I don't know if you remember this. Remember when Wayne Gretzky was here a few hours before game? You and I were hanging out talking to him. He was like the coolest guy.
No, you were hanging out talking to his wife. Well, I was talking to Gretzky.
Janet, I think her name was Janet. Am I right?
Yeah, you were talking to Janet. You're saying, hey, Janet, you know, I saw you in Police Academy. You're wonderful. You deserve an Oscar. And I'm thinking, what is up with that? Here I'm talking to Gretzky. Tell me about your days. You know, did you enjoy the WHA? And he said, yeah, Chuck, can you get me Paul Graham's autograph? I said, I'll go back in the truck. He said, by the way, go get Gord Cutler's too. So I'm thinking, okay, fine. It's 60-57 Raps. You did see Police Academy, did you not?
Yes, of course. One of the all-time classics. Right up there with Gone with the Wind, Chuck.
Yep. Here's Peterson feeding the post. And it's Jalen Rose. Then we got to travel on Jalen, and he is able to take it out of the office, folks.
Forcing his game. But here's the thing. He's struggling, and the Raptors are winning. So I think that speaks volumes about the fact that this club can be good, and he's not the central figure and doesn't need to be the central figure.
Mobley tied up by James, but off the ball we have Rafael Araujo with a push to the back of Elton Brand. Yep, a little forearm. And it's going to be Hop the second. That's all right. You know what? I have no problems with that, Jack. Again, trying to send a message to Elton Brand that you just can't get comfortable in the post. And it's Mobley banging away to send out Cassell, giving it up to Maggette. Good.
Good ball movement, double team. Chuck, cardinal rule in basketball. Double team, second pass out of the double, you're going to get your clean look. Mobley to Cassell. Bang, quick pass, clean look. Bingo.
So are you saying that maybe the Raptors need to tweak some adjustments defensively?
Well, if they're going to double down, they have to scramble quickly. You have to come out of double teams, organize, and get to shooters.
Chris Bosh with a beautiful rotation on that mid-range jumper with 13.
When you double team, you have to recognize the fact that you're giving something up somewhere else, but you still got to sprint out of there.
After Elton Brand's miss, here's Jalen Rose. Rose over the timeline. Bosh again. Let's see if he gets a return pass.
Holding the ball way too long. Get rid of it. There you go.
Good defense by the Clippers. 5 of the clock. And 3-second defensive violation on Elton Brand.
It's a huge break for the Raptors. I thought Jalen Rose held the ball way too long out front. The Raptors have been successful tonight, Chuck, because no one has been a ball stopper. You know, where you hold on to the ball and you're looking to get yours. Forget that. Catch, survey quickly, make the next pass, or be decisive with your move. Don't let the offense die with the ball in your hands.
Here's Donald Sterling, the owner of the Los Angeles Clippers. He's got to love what's been going on in this town, getting a lot of great pub. His team's 4-0.
Here's my man Tommy Lasorda sitting next to him.
Best start ever at 8-2. Bosh, they clear the sideline. Kamen, explosive move and a reverse. No, tipped in the air, and it's Maggette. Cassell, intercepted by Hoffa.
Well, he saw Kamen calling for the ball, but Hoffa, tremendous hustle down the floor.
Really have to appreciate what Rafael Araujo has done tonight for the Raptors.
I love what he did on Sunday against Alonzo Mourning as well, Chuck.
Here is Bosh, rimmed out. That ball was halfway down. Even last night, Hoffa set some great screens.
Again, just appreciate what he can do instead of focusing on what he can't do.
I agree. Good point.
He is not a superstar player. He's a role player.
Mobley. No. He forced that. 63-59 Raptors with 7:10 remaining, third quarter. Rose loves that right block at a curl. The banker. Nope. Stick back. No. Another attempt.
Great. Oh, my goodness, Chris Bosh. Just love it. I mean, I absolutely love it. He is just outworking every man in the white shirt. Jalen misses the shot, and Chris Bosh just at it. Look at him again. 2 white shirts, 1 red shirt. He's the guy that gets it. That's awesome. I mean, you got to love that.
Or as Leo Rollins would always say, that's the Moses Malone stat play. You miss a couple offensive rebounds in the column.
You know what? You still got to have talent to put it up there and go get it again, though, Chuck.
Yes, you do.
Because those 50-50 balls in this league, only the men get those.
Very hard to come by, for sure. Bosh with 14 points and 7 rebounds.
Big question for Sam Mitchell. How much longer do you go with Jalen Rose? Is he helping you out there in your offensive scheme? Is he helping your defense, or are you better off with Calderon and James in your backcourt? Big decision coming up with that. Got to give you something.
Brand has to throw out of a double team. Let's see if they go right back to Elton Brand, which they do on a curl. Forced it up and good.
Take that shot. Tough angle.
Well, he's an all-star player. 17 points, 8 rebounds.
Chuck, and he barely has any arc on his jump hook. Don't you notice that? Wow.
Rose to Hoffa. He could take that jumper. And put it on the floor, got stripped. 3-on-2. And Maggette with a wraparound and a foul. Corey Maggette. Who else will go to the line?
He's terrific. Hoffa, a little unsure of himself in here, Chuck. Gets good position. Now, cardinal rule, don't put the ball down at your feet when there's a second defender lurking by. See ya!
See, Jack, I think you should have taken that little 8-foot jumper.
Exactly. Face up, but if you're going to put it on the deck, you got to put it on the deck forcefully to the basket. If you put it down at your feet, a guy like Maggette's just going to come pick your pocket. That bounce has to have a purpose. Don't bounce it for the sake of checking if it's got air in it.
This is a 2-point Raptor lead. I mean, the Clippers, for the most part during this game, have knocked on the door. They just haven't been able to kick it. And the Raptors have been able to answer the call time and time again with a key field goal. And again, Chris Bosh, he can feel it going to the rim with a spin, and he will shoot 2 for appearances numbers 7 and 8.
And this might sound crazy, but if I'm Mike Dunleavy right now, I might consider having a guy like Maggette guard Bosh to negate some of Bosch's elusiveness on the perimeter. Charlie V checking in, Hoffa checking out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think you can hide a Kaman on a guy like Jalen Rose, who's not shown the ability to blow by people off the bounce, and he's settling for jump shots, and Kaman can guard him in the post. Just a thought. I'm sitting here, though, Chuck.
Jack, you made a statement the other day in Boston about Villanueva and Bosh being the two best big men on the floor. What about in a matchup with Clipper big men?
Well, I'll take Elton Brand as the best big man in the building.
Okay, you take Brand number 1 and
I'll
Bosh
take
1.
Bosh, and then Bosh 2, and Villanueva 3. I'm not going to say 1A there. He's not at the level of Elton Brand yet. And Villanueva 3rd. I'll take him over Kaman.
Here's Mobley just hanging away with James. Cassell got away with a walk. You got to be kidding me.
Hey, it's veteran respect, though. He's earned that.
Earned or no earned, Jack. That is a traveling violation.
Totally.
67-65.
Easy to say it. They don't call it, though.
Mike James. Bosh with another rebound. Now this is Rose. And he's fouled by Brand. That's going to be Elton Brand's 3rd.
I'd try to go with Brand again, Chuck. Get him his 4th.
Yep.
Run something inside. Take it at him.
Force Dunleavy to put him on the bench. Villanueva working on Kaman's nice pass.
Chuck, how good is this kid in the traffic? I mean, he makes such great passes. I know people have heard me say it before, but he is the best passing Raptor big man in their 11-year history already, and he's only played 11 games. He is just phenomenal in terms of just finding his fellow big when he puts it to the deck. High lows, on the bounce, on the move, reading doubles. That's a gift. You can't teach that. That's just pure basketball IQ. Vision, timing, leading guys into shots.
Jack, you're stealing Leo's lines, you know?
What did I say?
It's a gift.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's a Leo line?
69-65, Raptors.
He has a copyright on that? Is that
yes, he
I
does.
apologize.
In more ways
Leo,
than
it's
one.
all yours, big boy.
Yeah, all right, here's Sam Cassell. Working the handle. He's got 16. They go back to Elton Brand. The send out to Mobley. Passed it up to Cassell. All alone. The defensive breakdown of the Raptors.
Great ball movement. He swung it. Side, top, side. Pounded it inside. Now the Clippers try to pick it up a notch defensively. Big possession for the Raptors. Execution paramount.
Villanueva. The dish to Bosh with a two-handed slam dunk.
Charlie V facilitating the flush.
21 and 8 for Bosh.
Forget the flush. How about the pass? Awesome.
Brand working against Bosh. Sealed off. Maggette with a double pump. The fade, the fire.
Good hustle by Mo Pete keeping it alive.
Raptors by 4 on the road with 4:15 remaining 3rd quarter. In the second game of a back-to-back. Villanueva. What the three? Are you kidding me? He is so smooth. He just gave Sam Mitchell a little wink. Coming down the floor, said Sam, just chill.
Chill, man.
I knew what I was doing.
That was one
Everything is fine.
What the? Nice shot.
This is a very entertaining ball game. Good to have you with us on Rogers Sportsnet in Los Angeles.
Hey, West Coast, man.
12:15 Eastern Time. And there's a
There
three
you go.
for Jalen
Finally,
Rose.
off the schneid, Jalen Rose.
And it's 77-69 Raptors.
Raptors' confidence is growing every minute. They play with the lead, Chuck. That's an offensive foul. That is an offensive foul.
And now what do they call?
What?
They have called a foul against the Raptors.
Oh, my goodness. I got to see this again. Look at this right here. Oh, my goodness. That's an offensive foul, Chuck. That's foul number 4 on Brand.
Wow. Maybe I'm missing something.
Just my opinion. I'm an innocent bystander.
Bosh with 21 points, 10 this quarter. Well, Jack, now with 3:25 remaining third, with Bosh on the bench, let's see how the Raptors operate now, because he got a lot of touches in the quarter and made the most of it.
Well, he did, but Charlie Villanueva has been fabulous as well for the Raptors, and now came in checking out. Matt Bonner's in the game for the Raptors. Clippers are going to go small now. I like the matchup with Villanueva on the perimeter. He can make some things happen. I don't think they have a guy who can guard him out there. Let's see how the Raptors attack it now.
Chris Kaman not a happy camper as he's going to the bench. 77-70 Raptors. James will get some touches along with Villanueva.
There you go. Take him off the pass. Brand can't check. You know, he's got to be looking to dish, though, huh? He can break Brand down off the bounce. This is a nice matchup for the Raptors. But when he gets in the lane and draws that second white shirt, find a guy with a red shirt to hook up.
Here's Mo Peterson, turn around, rimmed out, rebound, and it's Mobley leaking out down the floor. Mobley, the no-look to Brand, and he bobbled the ball, almost turned it over, giving it up, McGetty, and we have a foul. Boy, Sam Mitchell wanted...
He's working efficient.
He wanted to call against the Clippers and did not get it. We'll return to L.A. Raptors by 7, third quarter.
Lara Flynn Boyle, she's following me around, Chuck. I am convinced of that now. I mean, it's the third game.
She is stalking
she's a groupie. I think she's a groupie. She's wearing a Clipper hat. We got to take issue with her when she's back in Toronto making that Lord and Lady Black movie she's making, right, Chuck? She's got to be wearing a Raptor hat when she's back in Toronto. We'll have to get Norma on the case there. She's interviewed her a few times.
2:45 remaining third, 77-72 Raptors. Calderon joined by Bonner, Villanueva, Peterson, and Graham. 8 on the clock. It's Peterson running on the baseline with a reverse. No, it's a good Villanueva. Second chance points, 19-2 in favor of the Raptors. Villanueva with 14 and 5.
Charlie V.
79-72 Raptors. Here's McGetty with a power move on Graham. And McGetty will shoot 2 more. Graham has picked up his third.
Charlie V. Just look at this beautiful drive by Mo Pete. A little reverse action, and then Charlie V. just slipping through all those white shirts, making it happen. He's a cool customer. Raptors with 3 rookies and a second-year guy, Matt Bonner, on the floor right now. See how these youngsters respond, playing with a 6-point lead. 2:18, get to the quarter. Again, you talk about finishing quarters. Oh, so important right now. Again, keep the momentum, keep the crowd out of it. Execution. Quality shot opportunities. If you got to go deep into the clock, so be it, but get quality shots.
Well, the Raptors have bent but not broken against the Clippers. Every time LA makes a run, the Raptors answer with a field goal. No.
Trying to do too much. That's not him.
Here's Cassell, top of the circle.
What a break, though.
Big time.
Now, Matt Bonner, they take away move 1, find a teammate. Don't keep forcing the action.
Boy, Sam Mitchell all the way near midcourt in the coaching box. He's directing the play here. Here's Calderon splitting the defense to the rim. Jose Calderon.
Whatever he called, it worked.
Well, do you know what I like about it? He put pressure on the defense, Jack.
He put pressure on his team, too, to run the thing that he wanted right at that moment.
Here's Mobley with a turnaround.
That's good defense. Shot it over the top. Again, Sam Mitchell barking out instructions. Well, again, you're on the road. Your offense is what keeps you in it. Keeps the crowd out of it. Score consistently. Get good shots. Nothing crazy.
Here's Calderon again with a pull-up. Rebound, McGetty. Cassell down the court. And they're going to charge. Yes, they are.
All right, rookie. Way to take it on the numbers.
That was a bang play.
Toughest call in basketball, block charge, but Joey Graham, that big frame, taking it right on the numbers. Pitch ahead. Oh, yeah, feet above the line. Great job by the youngster. Joey Graham got picked in the first round because he was able to do things like this. Good lateral quick.
76.
Took it on the numbers.
Calderon to the rim? No.
Unless you're going 2 for 1, Chuck, that's not what you want.
Maggette wants to challenge the Rook, and we've got double dribble. So 2 turnovers for the Clippers here. Boy, Sam Mitchell is all over Jose Calderon.
Well, he's all over his team, Chuck, about doing precisely what he demands in terms of execution. No need to pussyfoot offensively out here. You got to get the shot you want from the person you want it from. Nothing but.
And we have 5 seconds remaining. Down the court, it's Corey Maggette. Line to the lane, to the rim. And he will shoot 2 with 2.4 seconds remaining.
Give Maggette credit. He knew he could draw a foul on Bonner. Bonner underneath the restricted area. Charlie V missing that 3 at the back end of the shot clock, and Maggette gets to shoot 2. Look at Sam Mitchell. I mean, he is flat out coaching every pass, every sequence. Look at him right here on the missed shot. When you're coaching a 1-10 team, you know how slim your margin of error is. So you ratchet it up a notch in terms of your expectation of execution, and little things mean a lot. A lot easier when you're 10-1, Chuck. Usually the talent dictates.
Well, Peterson. And at the end of 3, 81-78 Raptors. They go into the fourth quarter with the lead. Villanueva came on strong once again for the Raptors. Stay tuned, fourth quarter coming up on Rogers Sportsnet. Let's take a look at our Speed 6-5-minute stats.
Well, Chuck, rebounding, a huge key. Raptors just taking it to the Clippers. Plus 11 on the offensive boards. Their bench, Charlie V and company, plus 23. Second chance points, again, the offensive boards. The Raptors doing a wonderful job shooting 3s. Clippers shooting 60%, but a lot of those are 2s. And the Raptors outplaying the Clips. But I tell you what, if you're Mike Dunleavy right now, you got to feel pretty good. Who's this guy? I don't even know who it is.
Jay Moore.
Jay Moore. Who's he? I know Penny Marshall, the Bronx. She's with Lara Flynn Boyle. All right, I know her.
Well, we know we're in a ball game, folks, here in the fourth quarter with Calderon. Give that out, Mike James. Off the mark.
I was saying before, Mike Dunleavy, his team's been outplayed, but he's got to feel pretty good. He's down 1 possession. Right there. Winning time on your home court.
It's Maggette to clear the side of a Graham, and he will shoot 2.
Joey Graham picking up the foul there.
That's his 5th. As Maggette will go to the line, Jack, for appearances number 12 and 13. He's 10 of 11, we told you. He might as well just take out a little mortgage here at Staples at the foul line, get a little microwave, get a cot, because that's his home, the free throw line.
Chris Bosh.
Yep, he went to the bench at the 3:25 mark of the third quarter.
Probably come back in another minute. A lot of times coaches like to use the last 2-3 minutes of the quarter and then the first minute or 2 of that next quarter plus the break in between to give a guy a full rest, and then they play the final 9 minutes of the game. I would expect Chris Bosh to be back in probably in another minute or so.
81-80 Raptors. A winnable ball game here in Los Angeles against the Clips. Calderon explodes to the rim. Maggette with a block. Down the floor. Clips can take the lead with a hoop. Ross with a pull-up. Off the mark, and it's Calderon now leading the break. Calderon whips it. James, who's 2 for 11, knife it inside. Villanueva. And he draws the foul and will shoot too.
Nice break that time. Calderon and then James taking it into the heart of the defense. Sweet dish to Charlie V. Look at Calderon. He's just bringing it. Beautiful pass. And then James into the heart of the defense. Sucks Labracha into the defense and bang.
Villanueva, Jack, from the free throw line as he makes the first of 2, is now 6 of 17. And there you have the starters. You've got Peterson started, Rose along with Bosh and Hopper.
Well, I think the 2 most important figures right there are Bosh and Mo Pete. They've played very well for you tonight. You're getting great minutes out of Charlie V. Jalen has struggled tonight, so I think it's more a matter of when Bosh comes in. I'd say probably 9.5, 10 minutes left in the quarter.
Ross with a pull off the dribble. He's missed 2 in a row, and we're going to have a loose ball foul on... Oh, my goodness. I thought they were going to call this on Labracha. They're going to call this on Villanueva.
Ross has got to make that jump shot. Only shooting 40% from the field, hasn't made a 3 yet. To play in this league consistently, you have to stick open shots.
So first shot clock at 24. I would think, Jack, when Brand and Bosh are going to come into the game simultaneously. Here's Labracha with the shot put on.
You can't play behind him. A little flash cut. You play behind him like that, it's too easy. You got to stand him up on that cut, Chuck.
83-82 Raptors. Calderon. Oh, that's goaltending. You can't tell me that's not goaltending. Again, the Clippers with an opportunity for their first lead. No. This crowd is going nuts. Fourth quarter brought to you by Raptors HD. James.
Easy, men in red. Run your stuff. Be patient. Be disciplined.
Calderon and draws the foul and will shoot 2. And an excellent free throw shooter.
I like him. Listen, he has no fear. And Sam Mitchell, he's into him, man. He gets after him. But this young man, here he is driving to the basket. That to me looked like goaltending, Chuck, because the ball looked like it was going down. Jose at the line now.
You know what I like about what Calderon has done tonight, Jack, is that he, as we mentioned, he is putting some heat on the Clipper D's.
He's resilient.
Throwing the ball wing to wing, so he's a brilliant passer.
He's always darting in there and putting pressure on you with his dribble. Changes speeds well. And he has a good awareness of where his 4 teammates are. And the men in white shirts as well. He makes good reads.
Maggette working on Graham, who has 5 fouls. Maggette has been to the line 13 times, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul against Charlie Villanueva, who got the worst of that. He got an elbow right in the chops.
Welcome to the pro game. It's going to happen every night. Get used to it.
So Mobley's going to inbound right next to Sam Mitchell.
Mike Dunleavy and Sam Mitchell just buying some minutes here. Brand and Bosh still sitting.
I wonder if they go inside of Labracha.
He stepped down
the end line, so it's a turnover. 85-82 Raptors. The Clippers have never led in this ball game.
You know, again, I make the point, 3 rookies, a second-year guy in Bonner and Mike James. They're hanging in there, Chuck. They're holding their own, holding on to the lead.
Doing an outstanding job.
Plus minus.
Again, working the handle with 14 on the clock. And we'll go back to the free throw line where he's 4 for 4.
Good spacing that time. They spread the floor out nicely. They got the mismatch they wanted. Good awareness by Calderon and taking the big fella off the bounce. Really doing a nice job tonight, Chuck. First 38 minutes showing excellent discipline in their half-court sequences. Not allowing this crowd to get in the game whatsoever. Every time Clippers have made a run, Raps have responded. Sam Mitchell's used his timeouts well. Effective performance.
As Mo Peterson looks on, the Raptors lead by 5. Ewing. Mobley. Raptors really packing it in underneath. Now it's Spaghetti against Joey Graham.
I think he fouled out there, Chuck.
He sure did. Yep, that's going to be it for him.
You got to go with Mo Pete here. He's your better defender. He's giving you more on the offensive side of the ball as well. There's the foul.
Well, you got 60 seconds to make a call, and he's going with Jalen Rose. Rose is 1 for 9. There's Sam Mitchell showing a little technique on how to play some defense, get down low against Spaghetti. There is Jalen.
It's a tough matchup for Jalen. I'm going to go right at him if I'm Mike Dunleavy.
8 on the clock.
What are the Clippers doing here?
There's Mobley. They get a Ross, 30, shooting, rimming.
That was a horrible possession.
It really was.
They had no idea what they were doing that time.
And again, the Raptors just buying time with Bosh on the bench, which is great news. He'll be fresh. But he comes off for Sam Mitchell and Calderon, giving it up to Rose, and on a pump, he's fouled.
That's just good old-fashioned veteran craftiness on the part of Jalen, sucking him into that one.
We'll return in a moment right here on Rogers Sportsnet. The Raptors are 8 minutes, 40 seconds away from a win. And the Clipper girls.
Hello! A little dancing going on here, Chuck. Gotta love it.
And tomorrow, CHL hockey on Sportsnet, the ADT Canada-Russia Challenge. Russia against the OHL.
I'm going with the OHL, Chuck. Gotta go with them.
7 o'clock. Right here on Rogers Sportsnet, and let's go to our Sprite impact player. And Matt Bonner really filled it up from three-point land in the first half. He was outstanding, and so Bonner drained 3 trays. Long-distance James.
Chuck, who made all 3 of those passes to Bonner? Mike James. Heads up, great deployment, good spacing, execution in their offense.
Charlie B with a curl and a spin and a score.
Outstanding play call out of the timeout, Chuck. They get Charlie V the ball in the middle of the floor. Good matchup, schools him.
So 2 of the acquisitions by Rob Babcock in the offseason, Calderon and Villanueva have played very well for Toronto tonight. Cassell.
Keep doing what you're doing. Same recipe. Execution. Get quality matchup opportunities. Be patient.
89-84 Raptors. Calderon driving to the rim. The pitch to Rose. Up top. Remy, no.
Good ball movement. Great shot. Nice unselfish play by Jalen. Giving it up.
Bonner ready to re-enter the ball game.
That's why they brought Cassell here, Chuck. 4th quarter. The guy has 2 championship rings.
It's a 3-point lead, and Sam Mitchell wants to get Bosh back on the floor as soon as possible.
And the momentum's starting to swing a slight bit.
So we're going to take a timeout. Who will win this dandy here at Staples? 89-86 Raps. Dodger executive Tommy Lasorda, the former
Dodger
skipper,
Blue.
in attendance. In the first quarter, we presented our Ford Fusion Create a Reaction. And you put the picture and the quote together, and we talked about, hey, I'm 21. Yeah, I have a championship ring. He doesn't. It's Charlie Villanueva talking about his good friend, Joey Graham.
Joey Graham got to the Final Four with Oklahoma State, but Charlie V, UConn Huskies, they got a W there.
Raps won a W right here at Staples. They lead by 3. It's Jalen Rose against Ross. Putting it on the deck. Screen and roll. James, 3 on the clock. Line to the lane with a floater. Good. Big time onions. Michael James. Clutch shot.
What a competitor this guy is, Chuck. I mean, he just loves the big moment.
Putting a lot of pressure down on the Clippers to answer the call. Time and time again, LA has never led in this ball game. Mobley with a post-up. Almost turned it over. Ross looks very uncomfortable. And that's a charge on Ross.
Yep. You know what's important too, Chuck? On the whole, the Raptors have played with more of a possession lead. It's been 4, 5, 6 points. They have a little. They're playing with the lead. They're playing with a little bit of a cushion too, and it's allowing them to play a little looser and a little more assertive.
13 turnovers now for the Clips. James going under. To Bosh. You can get in the foul.
Great pass, Mike James. Chris Bosh moving without the ball beautifully, and James leading them right into that. Look at him. Look at James's eyes. Bang. Bosh was cutting right into that slot. The Clippers just standing around like just bystanders there, Chuck. Innocent bystanders.
8 dimes now from Mike James. Bosh going to the line for a 3-point play. Missed 5. And it went off the hands of Peterson on the rounds. And we've got Kaman returning. He's coming in for whom?
I think Ross. I'm sorry, yeah, Ross is coming out. Yep.
So it's Ewing, Brand, Kaman, Mobley, and Cassell. Mobley, off-balance jumper. No. Kaman had it, scored out of his hands. Cassell pops in and scores. It's a 5-point Raptor lead, 6:19 remaining. Chuck Swirsky, Jack Armstrong, Norma Wick here at Staples. Mike James to the cup. What a play by Mike James.
Clippers cannot contend with the Raptors at the point of attack, Chuck. Couldn't expose off the bounce. There you go. This has happened a lot. Calderon and James have really had their way at the point of attack off the bounce. Clippers doing a poor job defending, and Villanueva in his matchups. Look at it right here. I mean, just poor perimeter defense and great job by the Raptors getting to the cup. And it hasn't just been that guy. It's been Calderon. It's been Villanueva in his matchups.
After going to the line only 12 times last night against the Suns, the Raptors are 24-27 for 89%. They came in 19th in the league at 73%, so this is a big-time bonus. And the Raptors, after a missed free throw, lead 96-88. Time is running out on the Clips.
I think more people around the league are going to watch this game tape and recognize the Clippers can be had if you spread the floor and break them down off the bounce. They are not a good perimeter defensive team. That's a foul.
Bosh to commit.
Sam Mitchell better watch himself here, though. He's got it. He was close to getting a tee there. That's frustrating.
That's a foul right there with Cassell. And
now Cassell gets an opportunity to get this game down to 2 possessions again. He's such a great free throw shooter, Cassell. 95% on the season, Chuck. Ewing checking out, Maggette back in. All right, now we're getting into nuts crunching time. 2 possession game, wraps up 6. A little easier to execute when there's 12 or 13 minutes left in the game. Now it's 5 and a half. Got to keep doing what you're doing.
It's Connor. They swing it around the perimeter to Rose. The open man is James sliding in the post. It's Peterson, good running shot. Rimmed out. Rebound. And it's the Clippers 96-90, Raptors by 6. Cassell with a pull-up.
That's leadership. That is the leadership from a veteran player. Get on my back. I'm going to make shots.
Here we go the other way, folks. Entertaining ball game. Terrific game here in Los Angeles. What will the Raptors run here?
Clippers go zone. They're in zone, Chuck.
7 on the clock. Peterson giving it up. Bonner. Rainbow. Maggette with the ball.
Raptors were not sure what they were seeing defensively that time. The Clippers changed it up to a zone.
Come on. A new shot clock at 24. With 4:35 and running. And a post-up. Elton Gray on this side.
A great recognition by Mobley that time. Jalen Rose got stuck on Brand. He got caught behind him on a pin down. And that's what you got to do, get it inside. Jalen did the best he could, but Brand got in there, and you know what? At this point, you got to give him a foul. Make him earn. He's not a great free throw shooter.
Brand is 3 for 6. He has a double-double, his 5th straight double-double of 19 points and 11 rebounds. Mike Dunleavy concerned looking on. His club came out flat, and they're trying to catch up. They've never led in this game. It's a one-possession lead for the Raptors. Now what do you do?
They got to recognize the front first. There's zone, Chuck. They're playing zone again. You got to run your zone stuff.
Here's Bosh with a power move. Bosh again. No.
Contact in there, Chuck.
Mobley, pull up 3. What was he thinking? What a horrible decision.
He's done that a few times tonight. And that's what's gotten him training a few times from teams. Takes some ill-advised shots at bad moments.
Crunch time for the Raptors. James wants it, feels it. The pitch. Rose with a runner on the baseline. Rose now 1 for 10. And Cassell threw it away. Kaman has to touch it and over and back. 2 critical mistakes by the Clippers in their last 2 possessions. First with Mobley with a poor choice, shooting a 3, and now an over and back, giving the Raps life. With 3.5 minutes to go, they lead by 3.
Clippers a zone again, Chuck. Run your zone offense. Get the ball in the middle against the zone.
Rose, no, put back, Peterson, block.
Not a good shot.
Here's Cassell to Mobley. And Mike Dunleavy says play with patience.
I call a timeout here. This team's just not playing organized.
They go to Elton Brand with a pitch to McGinty for 3. And first they have a tie ball game of 96 with under 3 minutes in running here at Staples. We have a timeout, Toronto. This crowd of 15,927 hoping to see their Clippers extend their unbeaten streak to 5 here at Staples, our Gatorade Game X Factor.
Well, Matt Bonner played exceptionally well in the first half. Chuck making 3 threes, and Chris Kaman has been solid as well, but they have not been the game breakers on either side.
Well, Jalen Rose in this ball game is 1 for 11. He has 6 points, 5 rebounds, a couple of turnovers in 30 minutes.
Because Calderon, I think, has given the Raptors a little better minutes in terms of deployment, making plays for teammates. But Sam Mitchell's going to go with his veteran.
He's going with Peterson, James, Bosh, Rose, and Bonner. We have 17 on the clock, up to 96.
Flips the zone again, Chuck.
Here is James at the point. 7 on the clock. But on the vortex, Bonner, Rose, 1 second, blocked by Brand, and a 24-second shot clock violation. The Raptors offense against a zone with poor execution.
Well, you come out of a timeout, there has to be the expectation. You have a man play in your pocket and a zone play, and the Raptors kind of unsure of themselves that time against the zone. Going east-west, no dribble penetration. Didn't get the ball in the high post against the zone effectively as well.
Clippers looking for their first lead. Elton Brand, 98-96 Clippers with 2:12 remaining, fourth quarter. Right here on Rogers Sportsnet. This crowd is going bananas. A zone again by the Clips.
Exactly.
Let's see how the Raptors attack it now. Peterson underneath to Bosh. Kaman thought he had all ball, but sending CB4 shooting 2.
Well, that time the Raptors spread it out a little bit, and Bosh did a good job moving out the ball. And then you got to attack the zone, get it to the high post, or get it into the post. And that time, the Clipper zone so spread out, Kaman, you could take him off the bounce there.
So Bosh 9 of 11 from the free throw line. It is up and it is out. Mobley in for Ross. There's Villanueva on the bench. Calderon is on the bench. Looking on to see the veterans try and win a ball game here on the road. So Bosh splits a pair. It's a 1-point Clipper lead with a $1.54 remaining. Now, Jack, if you're LA, what do you do?
I think you got to keep doing what you're doing. Execute, get the ball inside the Brand, Chuck.
Cassell wants some space. Finds Kamen and knocks it straight on Chris Kamen.
I blame Sam Cassell for that pass that time. He got off the screen and roll. He had an opportunity to hit one of those little 12-foot floaters. Instead, he gives it to Kamen. Why don't you pull up right there? Instead, he gives him the ball. That guy can't do anything with the ball like that on a catch.
Now, the Raptors, let's see again if they go to Bosh. James, runner, good. Mike James with onions.
Exposure again of the weak Clipper perimeter defense. James schooling them off the bounce.
99-98 Raptors. 1:16 remaining. Kamen working on Bosh. Turns, shoots,
I'm surprised, Jeff. That's a lot of confidence. Stuck one. You're not going L. Brand, you're going to Chris Kamen. Wow.
You gotta love it.
Lefty hook, nonetheless.
We have 1 minute remaining. Raptors down by 1. Here's Peterson. Fire from the corner. That ball hit the glass, no rim. And now the Clippers in possession, lead by 1. This crowd on their feet. Let's take a look. And we're going to have LA call timeout with 13 on the shot clock. 36 seconds remaining. What a ball game. Wow. Glad you could join us on Rogers Sportsnet. Well, folks, this has been a whale of a ball game here. Mike James has knocked down some big shots. So is that man, Corey Maggette. And now, with 36 seconds remaining, 13 on the clock, the Clippers will put the ball in play. 199 LA.
Both teams in a bonus in terms of fouls, Chuck.
Here's Maggette with a power move. Up and out. No. Loose on the floor. And it's Mike James with 23 seconds to go. And the Raptors take time, trailing by 1. We'll be back. Final possession. It's Toronto ball when we return. 22 seconds on the clock. 22.6 seconds in regulation time. You look at the Red Rocket Matt Potter. Sam Mitchell designing a play right now. And Jack, what do you call for the Raps?
Well, you know, the big decision is you could take the last shot. You're down 1. You want to roll the dice and say we're going to go for the last shot and go for the win and run out the door? Or do you get the best shot? And I think the Raptors are going to elect to go for the best shot. I think you come down, you got plenty of time on your shot clock. You have to establish a play, again, where you spread the floor out, utilize your ability to break the Clippers down off the bounce. I think you go a little screen and roll here with Mike James. But you've got to be prepared as well if you're the Raptors. You got to have a zone play in your back pocket because the Clippers have used a lot of zone on out of free throws and out of timeout scenarios. So you got to have a man play in place. You have to have a zone play in place. Both ways. Man play, screen and roll, spread the floor. Bosh, James, break them down off the bounce. Zone play, get the ball to Bosh in a high post.
Well, this is where the coaches really earn their money,
and again,
man. This is a tough profession.
If you're Sam Mitchell right here, you could say to yourself, you know what? We're going to play for 1 shot. Even though we're stuck 1, it's either going to be a win or we go home. I don't think they'll elect to go that way. And the Raptors do have a 20-second timeout, so any problems whatsoever, this organization in the offense, guy gets hung up, burn you 20.
Well, how sweet would it be for Bosh to be involved in a game-winning bucket after last night, turning it over twice down the stretch against Brand of the Phoenix Suns. So here we go.
Last thing, Chuck.
Over the timeline.
Get to the offensive boards if you're the Raptors, Chuck. Tip back a lot of times, get you to 2 points.
13 seconds remaining. It's Bosh against Kamen. Peterson from the elbow. No good. Rebound Maggetti with 7 seconds to go. Hey, Jack, what about that play? Is that the type of shot you want?
Well, I'll say this. If I'm Chris Bosh, if I'm going to be that next level guy, and I got a matchup with Kamen, and I'm taking him off the bounce, I go right through him and try to draw the foul. Nice, smart team play. Unselfish gets Mo Pete a clean look. But I think they got a pretty good matchup there. Watch him right there. Turn the corner. Take it to him.
Yep.
Now, I know Cassell's lurking down in the lane. You know, last night Chris had 2 turnovers late in the game, but you know, now the Clippers have 2 timeouts to burn. Raptors have a 20, Chuck. So if you're the Raptors right now, you got to use a timeout. And the Clippers, obviously, based upon the free throw scenario, will have some decisions to make with 3-point shooting.
Now, Jack, I just saw Mike Dunleavy. I think they're going to foul him.
Well,
if he makes this free throw, which he does.
We'll have to wait for 20 seconds. We had this scenario a few weeks ago with Seattle.
Yep.
Seattle up 3 with the Raptors, and they gave the foul, and the Raptors made that crazy shot to tie it and send it to overtime. If I'm Mike Dunleavy right now, 7 seconds, I give the foul. I said this, Bob Weiss did the same thing, and he almost lost the game for it. But you got to take your chances with Brand and Kamen that you're going to come up with a defensive rebound on an intentional miss. The Raptors have to recognize the fact right now they're going to switch all screens, 7 on the clock, get a quick 3 up, get 5 on the glass, and if you get an offensive board, throw it right out again, disorganized defense, shoot your 3.
I'm not even letting you get that point.
Well,
as soon as
I agree.
they inbound, you foul. I mean, there's no field goal attempt.
Well, there are a lot of coaches out there that absolutely refuse to do that. And Raptors with no timeouts left, the Clippers with 2. I wouldn't be surprised right now if right before the Raptors trigger the inbound play to see the Clippers call a timeout just to get a look at it.
Jack, if the Raptors go on and lose this game, it'll be a heartbreaker. They battled so hard. Their execution against that zone
hurt them a lot.
And then at the end, near the end of the ball game, but a lot of time remaining, 7.1 seconds to go. Great game as James will inbound. Well, the wheels are turning on the Clipper bench. Do they come out immediately foul, or do the Raptors get a quick shot? Here is James, and he is fouled. And they fouled him on the floor. Sam Mitchell says, hey, we're shooting a 3.
Hey, you got to try to work him.
Well, you know what, Jack? Guess who's going to the line?
Oh, same exact scenario again. Mike James against Seattle. Made the first, missed the second. If I'm Sam Mitchell right now, I got to get Charlie V in the game. Get Bonner out of there. I got to get my 2 gazelles that can get on the offensive boards. I don't know where Villanueva is. Got to get you gazelles, that guys that can offensive rebound on it. Jalen Rose in the other spot underneath there. Let's see what happens.
Now he's definitely got to miss this one. That's James' first miss at the foul line in 5 attempts.
Clippers have a timeout, 2 timeouts left. Raptors don't have any. There's Charlie V right there.
And he makes this one on a bank shot. And Maggetti is fouled by Jalen Rose with 4.5 seconds.
That is so tough to do, though, Chuck, to miss on purpose.
Well, you can do it about once a year, and the Raptors.
And he did it beautifully against Seattle, and the Raptors, Villanueva and Bosh took care of business against Seattle, went to overtime. And
well, this game is an overcheck.
No.
The Clips need to make these free throws because
the problem for the Raptors, they don't have a timeout, so they have to advance 94 feet.
Well, that's right. I mean, if you make 2 free throws, it's academic.
Yep.
And Corey Maggette, you don't want this guy to foul line. He's 14 of 15.
Jose Calderon will check in a game.
Yeah, we haven't seen him in a while.
Yep. Surprised we haven't seen Charlie V, Chuck, I'll be honest with you.
Well, free throws coming up from Maggette. Remy, no!
There you go. Wraps
There
up
is
life.
still life. And now the pressure is on Maggette to make this free throw because the Raptors can actually win the ball game if Maggette misses and the Raptors knock down at 3. How crazy would that be?
And if they make this, if you're the Clippers, you got to stick with the same strategy and foul in the backcourt, Chuck. Well, here we go. Let's see what happens.
Bosh inbounding to James.
Give it.
And James ball squirts out of his hands. James from backcourt. This ball game is over. Are you kidding me? Clippers win at 103 to 100. Chuck, what happened down the stretch for the Raptors?
The Raptors just broke down in terms of their execution, and you got to take your hat off to Sam Cassell. Huge leadership down the stretch, making big shots, willing his team to victory. Clippers learning how to win. The Raptors, their execution down the stretch, shot him in the foot.
And let's go to Norma Wick.
Well, Elton, you guys didn't have the lead, so you hit that jump shot with 2.5 remaining. Slow start, but you find a way to finish.
Yeah, we found a way to finish. You got to give Toronto Raptors credit. They're much better than record, and we knew that coming in. They have a lot of firepower, a lot of guys that can score. So, we're just happy to get away with this one.
Yeah, knowing that and the way you started, what did Coach say at halftime to light a fire?
Oh, Coach was upset. We should have been down more than 10. We were lucky to be down 10.5. We needed to play defense, which we did third quarter, first 5 minutes, and cut the lead down.
77 points from yourself and Sam and Corey. But also talk about Sam's veteran leadership. This is finally one of those games that you're winning this year, decided by 3 or less.
Oh, definitely. Sam bringing in that veteran leadership, that know-how, that ingenuity, really helps our ball club. He takes big shots, he hits big shots, and he knows how to get the ball in the right places at the right times.
All right, minus 20 pounds looks good on you.
No, thanks.
All right, Elton Brand. And the Clippers preserve their undefeated record at home. They're 5-0 at the Staples Center, Chuck.
All right, Norman, thank you. So, big night for Elton Brand and the rest of the Clippers coming from behind late in the ball game and winning by 3.